सो गुड मॉर्निंग स्टूडेंट्स, वेलकम टू माय चैनल कॉमन सेंस एक्सप्लोर्ड। आज हम बात करेंगे एक नया टॉपिक को लेके, दैट इज कॉल्ड एनर्जी बैंड्स इन सॉलिड्स। नाउ दिस सॉलिड्स कैन बी कैटेगराइज्ड एज थ्री पार्ट्स. वन इज कंडक्टर, semiconductor, another one is insulator. So basically solids are conductors, semiconductors and insulators. So among these three, conductor, semiconductor and insulator, semiconductor is the most important. So any electronic device is generally made up of semiconductor. That's why we will mostly discuss based on the semiconductor. In this video I'll explain about the different energy bands in different materials, their differences in terms of energy band diagram. To understand these things, you have to know the energy gap. What is the actually energy gap? So the next heading is energy gap. It is also denoted as Eg. And the gap between the valence band and conduction band is known as energy gap. So you can see here that in the diagram, this is known as valence band, also known as Vb, okay, and this is known as conduction band, also known as Cb. I'm writing here, it is Vb, it is Cb. The gap between the conduction band and valence band is, this gap is known as energy gap. So that means this gap is known as energy gap Eg. What is valence band and what is conduction band? These are the different energy level in the material. Okay, this energy gap is also known as forbidden gap. Another name is forbidden gap. So as it is the energy gap, the unit of energy gap is electron volt. That means by definition, the amount of energy required to reach an electron from valence band to the conduction band is known as the energy gap. So different materials having different energy gap. This energy gap Eg decreases with temperature. Means if temperature increases, this energy gap will decreases. Okay, so for silicon and for germanium, I will explain you how this decreases, and this value is very important. Silicon and germanium. So at T is equals to 0 Kelvin and 300 Kelvin. 0 Kelvin means absolute zero and 300 Kelvin means room temperature. How it changes you have to understand. For silicon at 0 Kelvin, this gap is 1.21 electron volt, and for 300 Kelvin it becomes 1.1 electron volt, and in case of germanium it is 0.785 electron volt, and it is 0.72 electron volt at the temperature of 300 Kelvin. So you can see here, it is clearly shown here that the energy gap is decreases for both germanium and silicon when temperature increases. So until and unless an electron will reach to the conduction band, it will not flow, or it will not conduct any current, it will not contribute any current. Okay, so that means electron has to be reached to the conduction band to flow some current, because whenever electron reach to the conduction band, it becomes free electron, right? So when it becomes free, it will ready to conduct. Okay, so this is the main condition you have to understand. Next part is energy band diagram of metals or conductors. Okay. So metal is the good conductor of electricity. Electricity can flow through them easily. So few properties you have to know. The first point, the metal has metallic bonding. The second point is metal is a unipolar. That means only one charge carrier is present in case of conductor. That means only electrons can flow through a conductor or metal. Third point is electron concentration is very high. It's denoted as N. N almost nearly equals to 10 to the power of 28 per meter cube. That means per unit meter cube volume, 10 to the power of 28 number of electrons can present. Okay, so that's why electron concentration is very high in case of metals or conductors. Fourth point is free electron concentration is independent of temperature. So electron concentration, this N, will not change with the temperature. Means if you increase or decrease, it will be remain same, almost constant. In case of energy band diagram of metals or semiconductors, the diagram is, there is no energy gap. As I told you, energy gap means the gap between valence band and conduction band. No such gap present in case of conductor, you have to understand in this way that from here to here it is a conduction band, and from here to here it is the valence band. So you can see the valence band and conduction band can overlap in this region. In this region they are overlapped. So as conduction band and valence band overlapped each other, that means you can see this is conduction band and valence band overlapped each other, that means there is no gap. So that means at temperature 0 Kelvin also the energy gap is 0. As there is no gap, that means electron already present in the conduction band. As electron is already present in the conduction band, that means always free electrons are available in the conductor. Free electrons are always available on the surface of the conductor, right? So that's why even at 0 Kelvin conductor can conduct electricity, okay? But in case of semiconductor it cannot be possible, because in case of semiconductor there is a gap between conduction band and valence band, okay? Whereas the electrons are the present in the conduction band. The problem occurs when temperature increases. So if you increase the temperature, what will happen? These electrons will having some thermal vibration. Now if there is a thermal vibration, that means its conductivity decreases. Its conductivity decreases means resistivity increases. So that's why if temperature increases, resistance also increases in case of conductor. So that's why it is also known as PT of R in case of conductor, positive temperature coefficient of resistance. That means if temperature increases, automatically resistance also increases, okay, in case of conductor. Then and the second point, it has, in case of conductor there is only drift current present, only drift current present. But in case of semiconductor there is drift as well as diffusion current is also present, right? But in case of conductor only drift current is present, okay? So please remember these are the few points of energy band diagram of metals and conductors. Next part is energy band diagram of an insulator. Insulator is the bad conductor of electricity. No current can flow through the insulator. So why the current cannot flow through the insulator? That is the main important question. So first of all, let me tell you the few important points about insulators. So the first point, for insulator, the insulator have ionic bonding. Second point, the conductivity for insulator is 0, that is for ideal case. For ideal case, conductivity becomes 0 in case of insulator. For practical case, it is nearly equals to 0. And the third point is the energy gap of an insulator is very high. This energy gap is almost greater than equals to 5 electron volt, okay? It's a very huge gap between conduction band and valence band. So let me show you how the gaps will be. Suppose this is the energy band diagram of an insulator. You can see here this is valence band VB and this is conduction band CB, and this gap is very huge in case of insulator, okay? This gap EG is very high, almost greater than equals to 5 electron volt. That's why electron cannot reach to the conduction band and cannot be free. As it is not become free, so that means electron cannot move through the insulator, okay? That's why insulator cannot conduct any current, just because of this gap is very huge. There is a huge gap between conduction band and valence band. The fourth point I am writing here, this energy gap is slightly decreases with temperature. Means if temperature increases, this energy gap decreases. The fifth point is NTC of R, negative temperature coefficient of resistance. Means if temperature increases, resistance will decreases, opposite relation, that's why negative, okay? So these are the 4 important points about the energy band diagram of an insulator, okay? So the next part is energy band diagram of a semiconductor. Semiconductor belongs to the group 4 elements in a periodic table. In outer shell of a semiconductor there are 4 valence electrons are present. Here the first point, there are valence electron is 4. The second point, you can see in case of semiconductor it has covalent bonding, it has covalent bond. Third point, for semiconductor you have to write that it has a bipolar nature. Bipolar means it has 2 carriers, charge carrier present inside a semiconductor. So that's why it is known as bipolar. Bipolar means that is electrons and holes are present. Electrons and holes. The fourth point is energy gap is moderately gap, and moderate gap means its range is nearly equals to from 0.7 electron volt to 1.5 electron volt. Okay, so this is the range, and that you can see here the gap between valence band and conduction band. This is valence band and this is conduction band. The gap between valence band and conduction band means this gap is moderate. Moderate means it's not too much high or it's not overlapped like a conductor. At T equals to 0 Kelvin means at absolute zero temperature, all the electrons are present here in the valence band. That means it is completely filled at T equals to 0 Kelvin, and conduction band is completely empty. As I told you, electron will become free whenever it reaches to the conduction band. As it is completely empty, that means free electrons are not available. As free electrons are not available, so it is not ready to conduct at T is equals to 0 Kelvin. That means at T equals to 0 Kelvin, any semiconductor is behave like an insulator. Okay, so at T is equals to 0 Kelvin, any semiconductor acts as an insulator. Okay, now I am increasing the temperature. If temperature increases, here the covalent bonds are present. As I told you, here covalent bond. So covalent bond will be broken. Electrons are generated and it goes to the conduction band. Whenever it goes to the conduction band, that means conductivity automatically increases. Just keep it in your mind. For your kind information, this semiconductor means by default it is a intrinsic semiconductor, not the extrinsic semiconductor. Whenever temperature increases, electron can create and generate and it goes to the conduction band, and now semiconductor is ready to conduct because electron already now available in the. So at T equals to 300 Kelvin room temperature, it can ready to conduct. The electron can reach to the conduction band from here to here. Okay, so whenever electron will reach to the conduction band, there is a vacancy will created. This vacancy is known as hole. So that means there is a creation of hole. There is a creation of hole and electron reaches here. So these are the electrons. Now it is not an empty. Now it is an filled with electrons. Semiconductor is actually basically negative temperature coefficient of resistance, just like an insulator. It is also NTC. Please keep it in your mind. It is also NTC, negative temperature coefficient of resistance. Negative temperature coefficient of resistance means if temperature increases, resistance will decrease. Resistance decreasing means conductivity increases. Okay, because you can see here when temperature increases, automatically charge carrier generated, no? So that's why it can ready to conduct. That means conductivity increases. So conductivity increases means I can say resistivity decreases. So resistance is also decreases. So these are the facts of semiconductors.